Hey, this is Dan Putnam with EpxBody. I want to welcome you to our webinar system at EpxBodyLive.com. Now, we do this webinar 4 times per day. We do it at 12 p.m., 3 p.m., 9 p.m., and 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we have a 24/7 recording of previous webinars. So this is a fantastic way to get all of the information on the EPX business opportunity and find out what all the excitement is about. In fact, we have people using just this one simple system at EpxBody Live making thousands of dollars per week by doing nothing more than inviting people to a 15-minute overview. So again, we're going to cover a lot of exciting information. We're going to get started here in just about 30 seconds. Just want to make sure that everybody understands how the webinar works. This is going to be a brief overview of the opportunity, so feel free and get back to the person who invited you to the webinar if you have any questions at all. You can also ask questions at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. You should see a question box. You can simply type in your question via email and we will respond to you within 24 to 48 hours. So again, I want to welcome you to the presentation and we'll go ahead and get started. Now, before we really start talking about EpxBody, I want to explain a little bit about income because I think there's a lot of confusion out there. And as you can see by this chart, there's a big problem. This is Robert Kiyosaki's cash flow quadrant, and you can see there's a left-hand side and a right-hand side with major differences. On the left-hand side, you have employees and self-employed. That's 97% of the population, and yet they only control 3% of the wealth. On the right-hand side, you have big business owners, 500 employees or more, or the people that make the bulk of their income from investments. That's 97% of the wealth, and yet only 3% of the population. Now, when you really look at this, it's quite simple. The only difference between the left side and the right side is leverage. And unfortunately, as most people never have the opportunity to create true leverage, where you can take yourself out of the equation and have true financial and time freedom. The only way you can have that is by making your income not depend on you alone. So what we're going to talk about here is the opportunity to start your own business with EpxBody and create unlimited leverage where you can get paid on hundreds, thousands, even tens of thousands of people and take yourself out of the equation. And again, that's what everybody's goal is. So we can teach every single person by starting a home-based business how to move from the left side of the equation to the right side, and that's where we want to be. Now, I also want to discuss just briefly the tax benefits of starting a home-based business. Now, it said the average person that makes about $24,000 to $30,000 per year could save $1,500 to $3,000 per year just in tax savings by starting a home-based business. Now, we're not going to go into a lot of detail. I just want to describe one major benefit that would more than cover the cost of starting your EpxBody business, and that's just the savings on business miles. Now, let's just assume that most vehicles go around 350 miles on a full tank of gas. Now, obviously, some do a lot more, and it's even bigger savings. Some do a little bit less. But on average, it's about 350 miles. And you can write off right now on business miles 55.5 cents. And 350 miles, that's $200, approximately $200. Now, what we can show you how to do by starting an EpxBody business, you can actually use every single mile that you drive as a business mile by simply carrying drop cards, business cards, door hangers, flyers, and getting information out, whether you're going to work, coming home from work, going to the grocery store, the bank, to the gym, to the golf course, wherever you're going, bring some marketing materials with you, hand them out, and now all of a sudden you just have a business mile. Now what that works out to, if you're in the average tax bracket, which is 25%, that's $50 every single time you fill up your tank at the gas pump. Now, if your spouse or children are working with you, not only can you pay them a wage, and that's completely tax deductible, but you can also show them how to put out some flyers, how to put out some drop cards, door hangers, or whatever on their way to work, back from work, on the way to school, and all of a sudden all of their miles become business miles. And again, every single time they fill up the tank, whether it's you, your spouse, your children, that could be more than once per week. Let's just say if it's once per week, that's an extra $200 per month on this one tax benefit alone. So there's no question, just with the tax benefits that you can have by starting an EPX business, it's an absolute no-brainer to get started today. Now I'm going to discuss a little bit about EPX. EPX is short for epigenetics. Now epigenetics simply means your past does not equal your future. By making proper diet, exercise, and nutrition decisions, you can actually improve the genetics of your children, grandchildren, and the next few generations. So they'll actually be predisposed to a healthier and longer life. Now, the opposite is also true, and this is unfortunately what's happening and why there's such a need for a company like EPX. Overeating for years, I'm reading this last paragraph here, will change a person's epigenetics in such a way that children, grandchildren, and the next few generations will be predisposed to a shorter and unhealthier life. Overall, epigenetics, or nutrition, strengthen or weaken certain genes. And just like I discussed, we have the solution. With proper diet, nutrition, and exercise, you can actually strengthen your genes and create a healthier life for your children, grandchildren, and the next few generations. Now, two of the biggest challenges that are facing us in society today are heart disease, which is the #1 killer in both male and females, and obesity, which is one of the main causes of heart disease and other things like diabetes and many other health challenges that people have. Now, just to show how big this market is, I want you to think just for a second, who do you know? Now, I'm sure this is going to describe most of the people listening to this webinar, but I guarantee you it's going to describe at least several people that you already know. So who do you know that's overweight? Maybe who do you know that has high blood pressure, has high cholesterol? Who do you know that's diabetic? What about somebody that's had a heart attack? Who do you know that would like more energy, maybe be in a better mood, less cravings? Who do you know that's had a stroke? Maybe somebody that has a loss of sex drive, or who do you know that would like to shrink their waist? Again, this describes almost 100% of the people on the planet. So this shows just how big the market is for EPX in teaching people about better epigenetics and better diet, nutrition, and also exercise. Now, I'm not going to go into a lot of detail on the products here, but I'm going to give a little bit of information on two of our most popular products, EpxBody Burn. This product is clinically proven to melt away 12 pounds and 2 inches from your waist within 28 days. Now, that's without changing your diet or exercise program. We're finding people that are following our diet and exercise routines are actually losing double or even triple that within their first month. Now, this product is designed to help burn unhealthy belly fat, increase your metabolism, shrink your waist size, lose weight fast, feel energized, and also suppress your hunger to make it much easier to stick to a diet program. Now, EpxBody Cardio is another fantastic product. Again, this helps fight the #1 killer in both males and females, and that's heart disease. This helps people with high blood pressure, people that have suffered a stroke, high cholesterol, heart attack, loss of sex drive, poor circulation, and much, much more. An absolutely fantastic product. Now, we're going to switch gears here a little bit and talk about the business side, because I think there's no question people can benefit from both of these products, but the economy is also very difficult right now. There's a lot of people looking for a better way, a way that they can make a little bit of extra income coming in every single month and improve their life and the life of their loved ones. Now, we're going to talk about the EpxBody difference, because there's thousands of opportunities out there, and yet you're going to see by the end of this presentation, they are not created equally. Now, in order to build a large, sustainable, home-based business, you have to have two things. You have to have retention and duplication. That simply means you have to have people that come in the business and stay in the business, and they also need to bring other people in the business that stay in the business. Those are the only two things necessary in order to make an incredible income. And we're going to describe why EpxBody is set up to have the best retention and duplication model in the entire home-based business industry. We're going to start really quick with retention. Again, retention is a major key to success, and it really doesn't matter how many people you sponsor if they don't stay active. There's no way to build a substantial income without great retention. So here's the things that we've done as a company to help make sure that EpxBody has some of the best retention ever in the home-based business industry. The first thing is our low monthly qualifiers. You can either purchase quarterly or monthly. That makes your average monthly cost between $33 and $39.95, and that's in order to max out the entire compensation plan, have all the tax benefits, everything that you'd possibly need in order to build the business. The other thing is it only takes 2 customers to break even. We pay 50% on every single customer order, so just 2 customers in your auto ship or your personal product, is already taken care of. It only takes 4 distributors to break even. So people that are looking for a home-based business and want to make some extra money and benefit from our products, you find 4 people, you're always going to be getting your product for free. We pay every single week. So you could get started on a credit card, have 4 checks before you ever even see your first bill. So again, weekly pay is very powerful. We work together as a team. It's a 4x5 hybrid matrix, so everybody does work together as a team. You have the opportunity for spillover, and we have a $1,000 income guarantee. We're so confident in our system that if you'll stay active for 6 months and meet a couple other requirements, we're actually going to guarantee that you're making at least $1,000 per month, or we'll refund your entire auto ship. So again, that definitely helps with retention, because if people stay active for 6 months, they can qualify for the guarantee. So these are all things developed to make sure that you have the best retention in the home-based business industry, which gives you the best chance of making money. But just as important almost as retention is duplication. You have to make it so that people can succeed in building the business. Now, in order to duplicate, you have to have systems. There's a saying that people aren't duplicatable, but systems are. You want systems that do all of the selling, so all we have to do is teach people how to invite. This is a perfect example of one of our systems. All you have to do is invite people to this webinar, let us do all of the explaining, answer all of the questions, and you get all of the benefits of the home-based business. Now, on top of this webinar system, we also have a 24/7 4-minute sizzle call. So you can invite somebody to listen to that, see if they have a basic interest, and they can get started. We have a 100% turnkey direct mail system. This includes the postcards, the leads, actually mailing them out, and even taking the calls on your behalf. 100% turnkey. We have a custom tool site for business cards, postcards, door hangers, brochures, banners, and much, much more. To, again, one of the things of making all those miles business miles is just handing out the brochures, the drop cards, the door hangers, etc., and building your business that way. We have an automated internet movie system with custom autoresponders, contact manager, $1,000 monthly cash giveaway just for taking a look at the opportunity, lead capture pages, everything that you need to build your business online, all included for the $39.95 purchase of any of our products. We also have a 24/7 recorded business opportunity call. So we have all of the tools that every single person can succeed in an EpxBody business by doing nothing more than inviting people either to watch our automated internet movie system, to our internet system, our postcard system. All of this stuff is designed to make it so that every single person can be successful regardless of your background, skill set, or experience. Now, as a marketing company, we have designed what we feel is the ultimate health and wealth challenge in order to help you build the business. First, we're going to talk about the health challenge. This is a 90-day body transformation challenge where we'll literally pay you up to $10 per pound that you lose. It's very simple. All of the information is in the back office. You simply fill out the worksheet, send in a before picture with the verified weight. That enters you into the challenge. Simply purchase one of our products, and starting at 20 pounds, 1 to 19 pounds, you get a certificate and a great Epx Body Challenge t-shirt. But starting at 20 pounds, we actually pay up to $4 per pound from 20 to 29. As you can see on this chart, at 30 to 39 pounds, we pay $6 per pound. 40 to 49 pounds, $8 per pound. And if you lose 50 pounds or more, we actually pay you $500. So again, this is if you don't refer anybody. This is just a 90-day health challenge where we pay per pound lost. Again, absolutely amazing. Nothing else that I've ever seen like this in the industry. We already talked a little bit about that wealth challenge with the $1,000 guarantee, but I want to go over our 90-day wealth challenge. Now, the only thing that has any time limit on this is the wealth challenge bonus. Everything else, it doesn't matter how long it takes, but I'm going to show you how powerful of a business you could build just within the next 90 days using nothing more than this EpxBody Live webinar system. Again, remember, you're not having to explain the business, answer questions about the product, the compensation plan, all the guarantees, everything that we've covered, because we do all that for you in this short presentation. Now let me show you what could happen in your first 2 weeks by doing nothing more than inviting people to this webinar. You find just 4 people that want to have the leveraged residual income, all the tax benefits, the benefits of our products, the $1,000 income guarantee, all of that we've discussed. You simply find 4 people in 2 weeks. That's something that anybody could do that puts in a little bit of effort. That's going to put you at about a $40 per month income. Weeks 3 and 4, those 4 do the same thing. They simply go and find 4 people. That's a total of 16 new people, 20 total in your group, still making about $40 per month. Now your second month starts weeks 5 and 6. Those 16 go and get 4. It's a total of 84 people in your group. You're making about $200 per month residually. That also qualifies by doing that within your first 90 days for our Wealth Challenge bonus. That's $250 plus a rank advancement bonus of $100. Now week 7 and 8, those 64 go out and get 4. That's 256, a total of 340. Now all of a sudden you're making about $1,000 a month residual income. You get a $1,000 Wealth Challenge bonus by accomplishing that within 90 days and a $500 rank advancement bonus. Weeks 9 and 10 come. Now all of a sudden, again, those 256 get 4. And again, I want to point out, nobody's really doing that much. All they're doing is referring people to this webinar, letting us give the explanation of why EPX is the best opportunity out there for a home-based business, and then they make a decision at the end. That's all there is to it. But now you have 1,364 people in your group. That's $10,000 a month in residual income, a $5,000 Wealth Challenge bonus, another $7,500 in rank advancement bonuses, and that's just the beginning. It doesn't stop there. We're only going through 12 weeks. Again, we're going about 90 days here. Weeks 11 and 12, those 1,024 get 4. Nobody's got any more than 4. That's 5,460 in your group. Now you're at 24,000 per month in residual income. Rank advancement bonus of 10,000. What that does, if you add all of this up, not only are you at $24,000 per month in residual income, you've made another $25,000+ in one-time bonuses, both the rank advancement and the Wealth Challenge. You've made over $50,000 in your first 90 days. Even if you're 1% of that, that's an extra $500 per month by doing nothing more than inviting a few people to watch a webinar. But I don't want you to take my word for it. I want to show you a little bit about the competitors in the industry, and we call this Dare to Compare. First thing I want to point out, these are 5 very large companies. A lot of people may have heard of them. If not, it's no big deal. I could have put 500 companies on there, and you're going to see a lot of the same thing. First off, we're showing the auto ship required to maximize the compensation plan. The EpxBody, it's only $39.95. There's nothing else that you would need to do in order to make unlimited income. As you can see with these other 5 companies, it ranges from about $120 to $160+ to maximize the compensation plan. And not one of these companies actually would you even qualify for any commission at $40. So your actual commissions, if we truly compared apples to apples, would be 0 in all those companies, because you wouldn't even be able to get involved in them at the $39.95 rate. Now, break-even point with customers, again, since we pay the 50% bonus on every customer order, it only takes 2 customers to break even in EpxBody. The competitors range from 3 to 5 or a little bit more. So again, you can see nobody is less than 2. You get to the break-even point. Here's where it's really important, and one of the biggest reasons why so many companies have such poor retention is this point right here, break-even point with distributors. EpxBody, it's only 4. In all these other companies, it's 20+. 20+ is the average in the industry. We could put up 1,000 companies here, and you'll see the average being 20 or more. EpxBody, only 4. Now, the 4x5 equivalent residual income, this is very hard to do. Again, none of those companies you even qualify for residual income at a $40 order. So what we did is we just assumed if you could qualify and had a 4x5 equivalent put to maximize their compensation plan. So if it was a binary, everything perfectly balanced, as good as you could possibly build it, unilevel, where you would make the absolute most money possible on this amount of volume and this amount of people. Again, EpxBody are over $10,000. We're not including any of the one-time bonuses that you saw. It could be well over $50,000. We're not including global bonus pools or anything like that from any of the compensation plans. This is just straight residual income. You can see our competitors, most of them are making between $3,000 and $4,000, which is only about 25 to 33% of what you're making for doing the exact same effort as EpxBody. So again, hopefully this gives you a good understanding of what EpxBody is all about. In order to get started, it's as simple as choosing one of our products. They're $39.95 if you pay monthly, $100 if you pay quarterly. That gives you a fairly significant savings. The second step is just get motivated, get trained, and start sending people to this simple webinar. That's all there is to it. We have people making thousands of dollars per week by doing nothing more then giving people a call, sending them an email, sending them a message on Facebook, telling them about a webinar that can show them how to make true leveraged residual income, save thousands of dollars a year on their taxes, help whether they're looking to lose weight, have better heart health, or use any of our other products. The benefits from the products are tremendous, worth well more than $33 to $39. How they can, have all of the systems, the training, everything that you need to build a substantial income from home without explaining anything. Simply invite people to this webinar, let us do all of the work, and watch your weekly income grow. So again, I really want to thank you for your time. Have a fantastic day.